viewers, when they look at a film, consider what life lessons might be being delivered. But I know that some of my readers do look for life lessons in films. I also know that an artist doesn't necessarily feel obliged to deliver or to focus on what life lessons might be being delivered. But I wonder whether you've considered this, and if so, what life lessons are you delivering in this film?
I mean, yeah, you're right. I don't, you know, when you make a piece of art or a film, it's not always, you know, kind of a moral enterprise. You know, films rest in a weird place, but, you know, where they're kind of, for a long time they've been mass entertainment and haven't had to, you know, kind of be burden, you know, they don't have to carry the role of, you know, educational tools or moralistic tools, at least as their primary function. But, and so when I make one, and one like this, you know, primarily I'm looking to do a portrait, examine, you know, sides of, you know, what it is to be human through an extreme subject. But as far as, you know, if I go back and look at it and say, well, what are the lessons? I guess I wouldn't say, you know, look at this film if you want to see how, you know, this isn't a film that will guide you to be a better person. It's not that kind of movie. But what it also isn't saying, you know, things should be this way or things should be that way. But I think what I think is that it does is that is maybe very relevant is it shows, okay, here's a person that can't function in civilized society. He's kicked off of the farm, goes to the cabin. He loses the cabin, he goes to the cave. So he's literally pushed further and further away from civilization. And you can, you know, I think that's a, you know, a relevant topic today. You know, the way that we socialize, at least, you know, you could say that the inner circles of mainstream communication are so bound up in technology. You know, that the way we socialize is so now intertwined with learning technological languages and social networking languages that there are, you know, many people that just, you know, give up, don't want to do that, don't engage with that. And so you could say that they are on the outer circles of this kind of communication. And it's only going to, you know, that kind of communication is only going to continue. And the point of the movie isn't to say, well, you don't tweet or do Facebook, you're going to become a killer or sleep with dead bodies. But it's an extreme portrait of, wow, somebody on the outside. And so I don't know if that's it's not a lesson per se, but it's a kind of a lens to kind of look at a phenomenon that is happening, you know, in our day in its own new kind of forms, and will, you know, continue to happen. People will be pushed outside of the inner social circles.